The forest holds its breath, shadows dance. Is something out there? For generations, stories have been whispered, tales of a creature unseen, a creature unheard. Yet, its presence is felt. Bigfoot, Sasquatch. The names themselves evoke a sense of awe and fear. A primal instinct that something lurks in the darkness, something ancient, something powerful. These whispers have echoed through time, passed down from generation to generation. They linger in the campfire stories and hushed tones of those who dare to venture into the wilderness. Some dismiss them as mere folklore, but others believe in their existence. The search for Bigfoot has captivated the minds of believers and skeptics alike. Some dedicate their lives to uncovering the truth of the creature's existence, the wilderness, searching for any sign, hair samples, vocalizations, anything that might prove that Bigfoot is more than just a myth. But the creature remains elusive, always one step ahead, always just out of sight. Some say it is a master of disguise, a phantom of the forest. Others believe it is a highly intelligent being, aware of our presence and deliberately avoiding contact. The lack of concrete evidence only adds to the mystery, fueling the debate and keeping the legend alive. The legend of Bigfoot taps into something primal within us, a sense of wonder and fear, a reminder that there are still mysteries in the world, unexplained phenomena that challenge our understanding of the natural order. Whether Bigfoot is real or not, it has become a cultural icon, a symbol of the wild and untamed. The search for Bigfoot is a journey into the unknown, a quest for answers in a world that often seems to have none. And sometimes, the greatest discoveries are the ones we least expect. Deep within the human psyche lies a primal fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of the darkness, and perhaps the fear of what lurks just beyond the campfire's light. This fear has manifested itself in cultures across the globe, taking the form of mythical creatures and whispered legends. One such legend, deeply rooted in European folklore, is the tale of the wild man. He is often depicted as a hairy, hulking figure, dwelling in the deepest, darkest parts of the forest, shunned by society, feared by man. The wild man embodies the untamed wilderness, a force of nature both terrifying and alluring. Stories of the wild man served as cautionary tales, warnings to stay clear of the uncharted wilderness. Long before European settlers arrived on North American shores, the indigenous people told their own tales of mysterious beings dwelling in the forests. These stories, passed down through generations, spoke of powerful protectors of the natural world, guardians of the animals and the trees, creatures both revered and feared. Among the many Native American tribes, the creature we now call Bigfoot was known by different names, each name reflecting the unique beliefs and experiences of the tribe. Some saw it as a benevolent spirit, a guardian of the sacred balance. Others viewed it with a mixture of respect and apprehension. These legends often served as teaching tools, instilling in younger generations a deep respect for the natural world and the creatures that inhabit it. They emphasized the importance of living in harmony with nature, of taking only what was needed and giving back in return. The legend of Bigfoot is not unique to Europe or North America. Similar stories of hairy humanoid creatures can be found in cultures across the globe. From the Himalayas to the Australian outback, tales of these elusive beings have captivated imaginations for centuries. Each culture adding its own unique twist to the legend. In the Himalayas, the Yeti, also known as the abominable snowman, reigns supreme. This massive, ape-like creature is said to roam the snowy peaks, leaving behind enormous footprints that have fueled countless expeditions and fueled the imaginations of adventurers and explorers. Across the vast expanse of Russia and Central Asia, stories abound of the Almasty, a creature said to possess human-like intelligence and a shy, reclusive nature. Witness accounts often describe the Almasty as covered in reddish-brown hair, with a pronounced brow ridge and a powerful build, fueling speculation that it could be a surviving relative of Neanderthals or other extinct hominids. The stories are out there. Whispers travel on the wind. They speak of encounters, fleeting glimpses, moments of terror and wonder. But are they real? Or are they tricks of the light, figments of imagination? The forest comes alive at night. Strange sounds echo through the trees. Unseen creatures stir in the undergrowth. It is a time when the veil between worlds seems thinnest, when imagination runs wild, and when the legend of Bigfoot takes on a life of its own. Campers tell stories around flickering fires, their voices hushed, their eyes wide with a mixture of fear and excitement. They speak of strange calls in the darkness, heavy footsteps crunching through the underbrush, and the feeling of being watched. Some dismiss these stories as the product of overactive imaginations, the result of spending too much time in the wilderness. But others believe they point to the consistency of the reports, the sheer number of encounters, and the fact that many witnesses are experienced outdoorsmen. October 20th, 1967, Bluff Creek, California. Two men, Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, venture into the wilderness on horseback. They are searching for evidence of Bigfoot. Armed with a 16mm camera, they hope to capture proof of the creature's existence. What they find will change the course of Bigfoot history. As they ride through a clearing, they spot something, a large hairy figure. Walking upright, it turns its head and seems to look directly at the camera. Patterson dismounts and runs towards the creature, camera rolling. The footage is shaky, grainy, but undeniable. The Patterson-Gimlin film, as it came to be known, sent shock waves through the world. Here, at last, seemed to be definitive proof of Bigfoot's existence. But the debate was far from over. Skeptics dismissed the footage as a hoax. The search for Bigfoot is a search for tangible proof, something concrete, something that can stand up to scientific scrutiny. Footprints are often the first clue. Large human-like tracks found in the wilderness, too big to belong to any known animal. But are they real? Is it a hoax? Clever fakes designed to mislead and deceive? Researchers have collected countless footprint casts over the years, analyzing their size, shape, and stride patterns. Some believe these prints provide compelling evidence of Bigfoot's existence. Others remain unconvinced, pointing out that footprints can be easily faked. Hair samples offer another tantalizing clue, found clinging to branches or snagged on barbed wire fences. Microscopic analysis can sometimes rule out known animals, but without DNA evidence, it is impossible to say for sure what creature left them behind. Deep in the woods where sunlight struggles to penetrate, they lie in wait. Not eyes, watching from the shadows. Not ears, listening for unsuspecting prey, but footprints. Silent sentinels of a mystery that has haunted humankind for generations. These are no ordinary tracks, left by deer or bear. They are colossal, imposing. Each imprint whispers a tale of something unknown, something that stalks the fringes of our understanding. Believers point to the sheer size of the prints. Some measure over 18 inches long, far exceeding the tracks of any known primate. The stride length, too, is telling. Unnaturally long for a human, suggesting a creature of immense size and power. The camera lens, a window to the soul, or so they say. But what happens when that lens captures something that defies explanation? Something that blurs the line between reality and myth? The quest to capture Bigfoot on film has become an obsession for some. A relentless pursuit of the truth, no matter how elusive it may be. Grainy footage flickers across screens. Dark shapes moving through the trees. Is that a hulking figure covered in hair? Or simply a trick of the light? The evidence is scattered. Footprints, hair samples, blurry photographs, and shaky videos. Each piece a tantalizing clue, a fragment of a puzzle that refuses to be solved. Is Bigfoot real? Or is it a figment of our collective imagination? A phantom born of folklore and fear? Scientists demand hard evidence. DNA samples, skeletal remains, proof that can be tested, analyzed, and verified. But the evidence remains anecdotal. Stories whispered around campfires, fleeting glimpses in the woods. Drawn together by whispers and shadows, a community gathers. They seek answers in the footprints. They hear stories in the wind. They are the believers, the seekers, the devoted followers of the Bigfoot legend. They call themselves squatchers. Armed with cameras and plaster casts, they venture into the wilderness. They brave the elements and the unknown, driven by a shared passion, a hunger for the truth. They meticulously document their findings, sharing their experiences at conferences and online forums. Some dismiss them as eccentrics, hobbyists chasing shadows, but their dedication is undeniable. They are the keepers of the flame, the ones who keep the legend alive. Whether Bigfoot is real or not, the squatchers have created a community, a place where like-minded individuals can share their passion for the unexplained. Their enthusiasm is contagious. It draws us in, makes us question what we think we know. Perhaps there is more to this world than meets the eye. Perhaps, just perhaps, there are creatures out there watching us from the shadows. In the heart of Bigfoot country, where the forests hold their breath, monuments to the legend stand tall. Roadside attractions, museums filled with plaster casts and grainy photographs. They beckon travelers with promises of the unknown. Tourists flock to these sites, eager to catch a glimpse of something extraordinary, to experience the thrill of the unknown. They pose for pictures with Bigfoot statues, buy souvenirs emblazoned with the creature's image. They embrace the legend. These attractions, however kitschy, serve a purpose. They keep the legend alive. They remind us that there are still mysteries in the world, places where anything seems possible, even the existence of a creature that science refuses to acknowledge. The Bigfoot tourism industry thrives on our fascination with the unexplained. It is a testament to the power of belief, the human need to embrace something bigger than ourselves, whether it's real or not. The legend of Bigfoot endures, passed down from generation to generation. A campfire story, a cautionary tale, a source of endless fascination. It has permeated our culture, from movies and television shows to books and music. Bigfoot has become a cultural icon, a symbol of the wild and untamed. A reminder that there are still places on this planet untouched by human hands. Places where mystery and wonder still reign supreme. The legend speaks to something deep within us. A primal fear of the unknown. A desire to believe in something beyond ourselves. Bigfoot represents the possibility that we are not alone. That there are other beings out there, sharing this planet with us. Whether Bigfoot is real or not is almost beside the point. The legend has taken on a life of its own. It has become a part of our collective consciousness, a reminder that the world is a strange and wonderful place, and that there are still mysteries out there waiting to be discovered. The forest holds its secrets close. Shadows dance in the moonlight. Whispers linger on the wind. The legend of Bigfoot endures. Is it real? A creature of flesh and blood? Or is it something more? A phantom born of folklore and fear. The evidence remains elusive. Footprints fade. Cameras blur. Stories become tangled with myth and imagination. Yet the doubt remains. A seed planted in the fertile ground of our subconscious. Could something be out there, watching us from the shadows? Bigfoot continues to captivate our imaginations. It is a reminder that there are still mysteries in the world, unanswered questions, unexplained phenomena. In an age of reason and technology, we cling to the possibility of something more, something wild, something unknown, something Bigfoot. The search continues.